How is it now when you've already grown up? And I want you to talk about is how the insulin requirements have changed.
Right.
Because most common question when I meet clients is, why do I give my child more insulin?
Correct.
And what I feel is, when it's a growth hormone, so when you need it while growing, you need to give, and then as you've already grown, the requirement will go down.
Go
So
down.
a little bit on that, what would you want to say?
Sure. So I think what you said is absolutely, I mean, I would agree with it. What you need, you have to take. So if you need 30 units, you take 30 units,
Correct.
whatever it takes to get your sugars in that range of what is acceptable, you got to take it. So I know that I was taking a lot more insulin earlier compared to what I am now. And it's just that, like, once you're an adult, you've got your exercise routine down, you've got your food game going, and then it's all
I think even mentally you're already set, no?
correct.
It's that because you also know that this is the number I want to reach.
Right.
And also growth is over, because we have our childhood and the puberty age, and
Yeah.
especially during that time, I feel you need insulin. And if you don't provide it, the only thing is going to be high sugars with complications.
Absolutely, and I think that's something that people need to understand. That a lot of people also ask me, are there any side effects of insulin? So I often tell them that there are side effects of not taking insulin. So if you don't take insulin, you could land up with, we know the whole list. But
Correct. I only feel is one side effect of insulin is hypoglycemia if you
Correct.
overdose it. Otherwise, absolutely
Absolutely
nothing.
nothing.
And if it's needed, if you have to take it, you have to take it.
Correct.
And in fact, I would want to say is it's very important. It's one of the most important hormone.
Yeah.
And your body needs it. So provide it. Then thinking is like, no, I'll take less. It's going to
Yeah.
land up in hyperglycemia, and the complications are really lot. And people don't realize it now. Then suddenly something will come up.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not saying in that time, I've had done with, I was taking lots, then I went up to like 26 units or 25,
Right.
very strict regime.
Yeah.
I am doing a lot of weight training, and my insulin requirements have gone up. So I am
Right.
just providing my body what it needs.
What it needs.
My end result is sugars have to be good.
Absolutely.
That I'm
That makes
focusing,
sense.
and also not like, I'm not worried that whether taking more will make me fat. I don't think it can make you fat if you are very you're coordinating everything well.
Right.
When you're you know what you have to do during your hypos and all. Because many times this is one biggest question people ask is, taking insulin injections will make me put on weight.
Right. So I feel that if the doctor would be best person to guide if somebody is going towards insulin resistance, or
Correct.
if they need an unusual amount of insulin, then
Right.
maybe they need to address it. But a few units here and there, like you said, So I do martial arts, and when I go
Oh,
for
wow.
class, so the first time I started and I also looked at my sugars closely, I realized I was spiking a lot. Like I would go up to the 200s in class, and it made me really upset that I'm managing my sugars well for the most part,
And why is it spiking?
and why is it spiking? So then I started experimenting, taking a little bit of shot, and eventually it all worked out. But like you said, you've got to take it if you need it.
Because I want to tell a little bit of, when you exercise,
Yeah.
your muscles release glucose.
Right.
Okay, and also when you do explosives, sudden
Right.
exercise.
True.
A long distance walk or a long distance run will try and make it on a, you've also done running.
Correct.
So you'll try to manage it and keep it at the same level.
Correct.
But that sudden energy
Right.
shoot, burst of energy always makes
Always makes you
shoot.
spike.
So if you're prepared with it, then you know what has to be done. You can
Correct.
increase your basal, or you can take a shot before.
Yeah.
But this is what people should observe, and that could help by checking sugars on a regular basis.
Absolutely. I think that's the key. Growing up, I am, I'm not shy to admit that I didn't check my sugars as much as I should have.
We didn't have an opportunity. We didn't have glucometers.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it-
When we started out, it was
Yes.
a whole different scene. I remember my parents, we used to check the sugars on the bottle had this
Right.
little, like, the way
Yeah, the ketones, yeah.
The same way we used to check blood sugars, and then
Right.
I would say, hey mom, it's 120, and she's like, no, it's 160. So we've come a long way, I think,
Right.
since then, and